is Wednesday, December 23rd, and this is, of course, your daily financial news. If you like getting your financial news in little chunks, this is a great channel to subscribe to. We do this every day at 7:30, and it allows us to really understand what is going on in the day. We've now been doing this daily show over 18 months, and you can go back and take a look at any day you would like, which is pretty interesting. Before we get into the news, a couple of quick things. First and foremost, I found another expert that I hope to interview every week. It was yesterday. This gentleman dropped out of high school in the ninth grade through hustle, grit, determination, and doing the work. He has built a 60 unit portfolio in New Hampshire. That video, his introduction to the one rental at a time family, was yesterday. You got to check it out. I think it's only been looked at a couple of times, like 200 times or so. I think that's a video, an interview you'll want to check out. And again, I hope to bring him on going forward. He's agreed, but the holidays, so it may not be till January until he's routinely. But yes, my hope is he's my 8 a.m. guest every Tuesday going forward. In addition to that, I am hopeful, thankful for all the help. I'm trying to get this great book here up to 400 Amazon reviews before the end of the year. That would be quite the jump. We did make a nice jump yesterday. Thank you very much. We got 5 or 6 reviews done yesterday. We need 34 more. 34 more. And if you could help me out, that would be great. I give you 15 or so hours every week, so if you can give me a couple of minutes to write a review, that would be great. And if you listened on Audible and don't have the book on Amazon, I'll take that Audible review as well. Getting on to the daily news, we're going to start with the stimulus. I don't know if you've seen this, but the stimulus was approved by the House and the Senate. It was approved by a majority vote that would basically override any veto by the president. A veto certainly was not expected when this went to the president yesterday. But if you haven't seen it yet, Mr. President Trump came on, I think it was Twitter, is where it was posted, a 4-minute video, basically saying $600 is disgraceful. Where's all this other money going? And, let's do $2,000. What I think is interesting is, so President Trump wants $2,000 individual, $4,000 for a family. And all I saw this morning was AOC and Nancy Pelosi are like, great, let's go, let's get it done. Which I think is going to be pretty interesting because in my comments, I see lots of folks that are on the left, lots of folks on the right, and unfortunately, which I don't like, both sides call each other idiots, which is not cool. I don't think we learn or move forward by doing that. It's not very helpful. So I try to stay in the middle. Other than Gavin Newsom, he's the only guy I pick on because he kind of impacts my business in California. So outside of him, I try to stay as neutral as I can. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens because we have President Trump saying $2,000, and then rightly or wrongly, that kind of the two individuals that are most opposed to him as a president saying, yeah, let's do it. So that'll be interesting to see how people rationalize that. And then, of course, the fact that this bill was, 5,000 pages and released and people are asked to approve it without reading it is, tragic, a shame, but pretty common, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how this gets done. This stimulus has to get done. It'll be interesting. I bet the House, Nancy's group, pushes the 2,000 bill standalone today. We'll see if it gets approved. I don't see it passing the Senate, but we'll see. It'll be interesting. Never boring, this stimulus package. The other thing that I think is very obvious is you and I are not going to stop seeing stimulus videos from these YouTube entertainers. Unfortunately, it is very clear to me that there's more stimulus coming, and we're going to see more stimulus videos in our feed. I gotta stop seeing those because they're just not helpful, right? We got to figure out what's going on in the economy, the consumer. cost of capital. That's how you make money. The only person making money with 3 stimulus videos a day are the entertainers creating them. So what's up? Oh, weekly jobless claims came out today. I did not expect that. That's usually a Thursday morning statistic, but it came out a day early because tomorrow is a half day. It was a little better than expected. 803. The expectation was 888,000, so 803K, if that's not obvious. Was expected to be 888,000. I think this is a lot like Thanksgiving week. It's choppy, it's messy. We will see a sort of a give back next week, just like we saw in Thanksgiving, that little, data problem because the week is short. So we shall see. A couple of things I saw today. Looks like the hotel industry is getting crushed. Some pretty unexpected cities like Houston. Houston, I think I saw 64% of the Houston hotels that are financed via the CMDS market are in default. Or I'm sorry, not default, are delinquent. First step of default. That's not good. The hotel industry is in big trouble. To that end, they expect to have 1 billion hotel rooms not unsold for the entire calendar year. I had to look at that number. I had to make sure I was reading it correctly. But 1 billion hotel rooms not sold for the calendar year of 2020. Occupancy in the hotels are right now running about 38% nationally. You can't make money at that occupancy. What's up next? Nikola. The hits keep on coming. If you got into Nikola stock at the high, I feel for you. Looks like their relationship with Republic Services, think garbage trucks, has disintegrated. Republic Services was interested in helping them fund development of a garbage truck, and then given unforeseen costs and delays, they've canceled that relationship, again taking away future revenue from Nikola. Not good. Not good. That company can't get something right at this point. Don't know if you saw this headline, but looks like Elon Musk at one point tried to call up Tim Cook at Apple and get Tim Cook / Apple to buy Tesla. That would have been interesting. Certainly Elon is happy he didn't. He's now the second richest man last time I checked. But yeah, it's interesting what may or may not have happened had that phone call get done. And according to a tweet from Elon, Tim Cook never took his call. That's interesting. It's interesting. A couple of things that I'm looking at. It looks like we're starting to uncover some things going on in the commercial market, right? We've been talking about San Francisco a lot, but now I'm starting to see where San Francisco is losing, Miami is winning. And, again, these offices, and we've already talked about a couple of Wall Street firms moving business to Florida, Miami being a very likely candidate, Blackstone, JP Morgan, for example. Where one city loses, New York, one city wins. And I'm thinking this is an investable trend. And according to Alex Rodriguez, that baseball player, A-Rod he was called, he's been buying commercial buildings in Miami for the last 20 years and just killing it. So I'm going to look into that some more, see what's going on in Miami's office. Century 21 CEO Michael Medler was on CNBC this morning, caught him up with him, and he's like, this is nuts. We only have 2.3 months of supply in the MLS across the country, record low, since they've been recording in the 80s. National Association of Realtors have never seen 2.3 months. The average is over 5.8 months supply. So we're less than half that. And for a total of 1.28 million homes, that's how many are available across the country. But basically, we're seeing a generational shift. What we have been talking about on this channel for months. Millennials are buying. Space is good. Class A renters are tired of renting. All of these things. And then again, the K-shaped recovery. $1 million homes listed over $1 million. The transactions are up 40% year on year. So again, lots of stuff going on. 30-year set another record low, 2.86%. That's actually a full 1% below last year. And then the last thing I have is new home sales. We're actually down 11%. 11%. When you kind of dig into that number, that's first of all shocking. But when you dig into it, it's absolutely a supply problem. Many builders, and we talked about, it wasn't Toll Brothers, it was, I think it was Lennar. Or no, it was Pulte Homes. Pulte Homes. Remember Pulte Homes when we did their earnings announcement? They pulled back development in October and November because the cost of lumber skyrocketed. So now what you're seeing is builders have less supply on the market. Again, folks, this is a supply problem. 2020 will go down as a supply problem. We need to see what happens going forward. So at the end of the day, that is a lot of fun. That is what I got going on. And I want to wish you a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.